Joe Rogan, you got to explain to dude Joe Rogan.
Long time coming. Oh,
Change gon' come. Whoa, yes it will. Want to keep it on? Fuck.
this shit ride. Don't cut Sam off. Let him ride.
Hey, get your ass home, boy. Hang around. It's been a long,
So long.
a long time coming, but I know, change gon' come.
Mm-hmm.
Whoa, yes it will.
I gotta break it down because we get into that part. That shit gets spiritual.
When he turn him up.
That shit gets spiritual right there.
Whoa.
Yes, sir. No, but welcome. I'm
Sure,
in and
nah.
out a little bit. I'm good. Yeah, I'm good.
Sound good to me.
For sure. Let's get it. Hey, so welcome to another episode of the My Thoughts, My Faults podcast. We come to y'all and to address some real quick shit today. I got my boy Terry Rocks in the building. Your boy Reezy F here in the place to be. You know what I mean? And we back.
Finna paid to be.
And we back rocking with y'all.
Did we do that?
You know?
We had to. How was your weekend, bud?
My weekend was solid, man. We got a lot of work done. I've been getting a lot of work done lately, and what I've been really trying to do is pour into myself.
Pour into yourself. What you trying to fill that cup up?
My homie, I was talking to one of my homies, man. He said he went to a tarot card reading this weekend.
Call me now for your free tarot card.
He said basically what the lady said was that he needs to pour into himself more. Stop pouring into just mundane things. You know what I mean? Women being one of them.
Of course, you knew that was going to be number one.
You know, food, just being unhealthy. Just let's just try to put a lot of the time that we put into other things and focuses. Let's just put that shit
on
into
yourself,
ourselves.
right?
So that's what I've been doing. I just been trying to
doing some push-ups.
I've been trying to build me up. You know what I mean? No, just getting work done. Saving money, not going out and just having frivolous times. You know what I'm saying? Just trying to build up. You know?
Now, since we haven't gone out, could that be because of the snowstorm we just had?
Also because the snowstorm has been a bitch. I ain't gonna lie. I want to be out here this summer. Hot boy summer, baby. You feel me?
So that Camaro, man, I told you that might have been a bad move. It's fast, it's pretty, but shit.
I got my pretty ass Camaro. It's so nice, but let me tell you, in this snow, it's a bitch, y'all. It's rear wheel drive, and that's the main fucking problem because it's so hard to get to some fucking. I don't have no traction. The front tires literally do shit for my car. Like the back tires are pushing it. You know what I mean? It's like a rocket. So. Yeah, no traction.
Next vehicle I'm definitely getting a truck. Some type of truck. I really want a Bronco.
I really want the new Bronco. The new Ford
Bronco
is such a fucking dog out here on these streets, and it's just so new. But I really want that. I might go get that Bronco, bro. That's how I'm feeling.
By the time I'm getting a car, I'll probably find a Bronco. It's so hard to get right now.
It's so hard to get, and they overpriced. But I seen a Bronco.
You gotta do it right.
I seen a Bronco.
You can't get the base.
Can't get the base. And
I don't need the Sasquatch because I don't plan on going off roading, but I just need something to move around.
You know what I seen recently?
The
Kia Carnival. Have you seen this motherfucker? Mm-mm. Listen, bro. This Kia Carnival, it's a minivan, but this shit don't look like a minivan. It look like a new Escalade or some shit. It's raw as fuck. It got TVs in the fucking back and shit. You could fit up to like 11 people in this bitch, bro.
The truck I wanted before was a Kia also.
I might actually have to show this shit to you.
The Telluride. You ever seen the Telluride? Obviously, right?
No.
You never seen a Telluride?
No.
That damn near is the new Escalade, bro. You see a Telluride, okay. Kia, they really snapped on that one.
Look at this bitch. Motherfucker don't even look like a fucking...
They're like the police car.
That bitch is insane. Kia Carnival, y'all. Be on the lookout on the streets for that, because I think I might...
This bitch a little bit too huge.
If I don't get this Bronco, I might get this Carnival. And I like big cars where I could just pile up a bunch of people.
Extremely big, though.
Think of how much fun we could have going on trips and shit in that motherfucker, though.
Yeah, no, I get you.
That bitch look like the
Telluride,
the road mobile.
What's that bitch? That motherfucker filth.
This a Kia?
Keep going.
What the fuck
get
is
a
this?
side view. That's the Telluride, bro. You seen it on the streets.
I have not seen this shit.
Bro, that bitch is hard body.
This bitch look a Kia?
Bro, that car's amazing. Motherfuckers like, bro, Kia better not fucking raise the price on this bitch.
Okay.
You can get it for about 50 bands.
For
That's
real?
like a $75,000 car.
Oh yeah, I'm looking into this. So the Kia Carnival and listen, Kia got some shit, man. They on the come up.
Kia made some nice cars.
Tell you right. And,
back when I used to work at Hertz and shit, that's when I got what's the word?
Discount?
Acquainted. No, I got acquainted with Kia.
Okay.
I used to think it was bullshit cars. But I used to drive the Soul around. I'm like, this bitch decent. The Optima, real nice. The Optima is very nice.
I got the Optima when I went out of town. Great on gas.
Optima's a great car.
The Optima is a beautiful car. And it's comfortable to drive.
Big.
Got the
nice
roof. Nice roof on it. Got like the panoramic roof. Kia is on the come up, bro.
Kia been nice for ever since they started getting them LeBron commercials. They've been putting in
very
some good cars.
And we going to that auto show, so we definitely get to. I'm gonna actually check out all they new shit at the auto show.
Nah, it's gonna be crazy.
That shit's gonna be decent. I need to find me a little shorty to take.
We probably get to see the Bronco in real life.
Definitely get to see the new Bronco.
Think about that.
That bitch gonna smash.
For sure. Yeah, we had to come in on one more thing about the weather. Feels beautiful outside today, right?
Right, nice day.
You live in a terrible city when it's 32 degrees and niggas is happy. Like,
yeah.
32 degrees, it feel good as
I
fuck
walked outside today and I said, damn, the sun
don't need
shining.
no coat. The sun was shining.
Motherfucker might do a hoodie today, you feel me?
The snow's looking all good and white and shit.
The only thing about that is you can get fucked up by that because at nighttime it will get cold as fuck on your ass and you'll be out here freezing. It'll hit the negative temps on your ass. Mm-hmm. So y'all make sure y'all stay warm. But bro,
that shit will hit your ass with no warning.
This morning I definitely walked out that bitch with my shirt off. You feel me? I damn near put some shorts on. I felt great.
It felt good. It felt like picnic shit.
I felt great. You feel me?
Because we've been dealing with some bullshit the last couple of days, man.
Man, it's been cold as hell. Yeah. Literally.
But what brings us here tonight?
What brings us here to this marvelous place tonight?
We didn't plan on podcasting today. We was going to take a day off. But, somebody had to open their fucking mouth up.
Special delivery.
Special delivery.
Bitch.
Oops. Yeah, we should. What we talking about? Joe motherfucking Rogan.
That was God, G-O-D.
Joe Rogan, what are you thinking?
What are you thinking, Joe Rogan?
What were you thinking?
Man.
Pull it up, man.
I was finna, so, let's just basically talk about what's going on. Let's give him a little layout. Joe Rogan.
I'm sure they heard.
Joe Rogan is, for anybody who hasn't heard, who lives under a fucking rock.
Before we tell them this, hit that subscribe button.
Right.
Hit that like.
I'm giving you all the info.
Hit that like, comment, hit the notification bell. If you like us, then like us.
Please and thank you.
Get me paid, bitch.
Yes, sir.
Oh, shout out to Snow Joe. Should we shout him out?
Oh, shout out Snow Joe.
Snow Joe.
The brand that snows that Joe. You feel me?
All types of stuff. Electric shovels, snow blowers.
Yep.
Get the snow off your roof. Hook us up, man.
Basically, if it's snow, Joe got you. You feel me?
Joe will get you.
That shit is amazing. All right, so
another Joe.
Yeah, back to Joe Rogan. Joe Rogan pretty much came under some fire for having some people on his pod. He had two gentlemen on his podcast, I believe, and basically a lot of people got mad and said they were spreading disinformation about the vaccine, the COVID vaccine.
So what happened with that?
So basically,
I didn't see that part.
Okay, so you want to play that video?
Yeah,
okay. Yeah. That shit is long, but
I mean, like, we don't have to play that, but what's the gist of it? Like,
Joe Rogan can tell you himself if you want to go there.
You said it was long and shit. We ain't got to do no long video.
Yeah, the first one he did, I mean, it's like 9 minutes. I'm like, I don't want to go into that. So, basically, they were just spreading disinformation. He felt like
so they like anti-vaxxers?
Exactly.
They was talking shit about the vaccine?
He was talking shit about the vaccine. And then, along them talking shit about the vaccine, he also, damn, why am I drawing such a blank right now?
I don't know, but they pulled up some shit about him saying niggas.
Okay, so this also
forced. He was saying niggas.
Yeah,
he wasn't
so
saying niggas.
this also for Spotify to on their episodes. They start putting on their episodes like COVID.
They're like more information.
Disclaimers, like this shit does not represent views of like doctors and shit. Right. Yeah, they was just trying to cover their ass. So all of that happened, but Neil Young, this is very important because Neil Young has had a history of...
Like the singer?
Yes, the singer. Neil Young has had a history of dealing with, like, he had polio growing up. I think his son suffered from some diseases. So he basically was like, I'm taking my music off Spotify because Joe Rogan is spreading disinformation about the COVID vaccine. Mm-hmm. So he's big into, like, you know what I mean? Helping, like, if vaccinations come out, he want to get that shit. He wants you to get that shit. Right. So Neil Young did this. And Spotify was pretty much like, okay, Neil Young, we're going to take your shit off. This is Joe fucking Rogan. We paying him $100 million. We're going to take your shit off. What they
Neil Young's a big artist, too. I don't listen to him, but he's a pretty big artist.
The blowback that Spotify wasn't expecting, this nigga got friends.
He got friends?
Paul McCartney came out.
That's what I was gonna say. He's a big artist.
Paul McCartney came out and was like, "We're not fucking with you, bro."
Bitch, you crazy?
India Ari came out as a recent and was like, "I'm not fucking with you." It was a couple other people. Like I should go find. It's a bunch of people that stood in solidarity with Neil Young. So now they in hot water.
What did Neil want him to do? Just stop saying shit about the vax, or did he wanted?
He wanted his music removed if Spotify was going to keep promoting Joe Rogan. And now this other big argument.
Tough.
This the other big argument. Spotify, out of all the streaming platforms, pays their artists the least. So they like, fuck it. We don't even need this money. Like, it's so many other streaming platforms. Take our shit off. Keep Joe Rogan. Plus, you paying him $100 million and you paying artists, which is a big revenue of your shit. You paying us pennies on the dollar and you giving this nigga $100 million. And this is the fucking information he's spewing. Take us off your shit. So when this got big, it basically became like a hunt. And then the video came out with Joe Rogan calling everybody niggers. And what helped to blow that up was India Ari reposting that shit saying.
And we could play that.
Yeah.
Play that. That's about 32 seconds, right?
Yeah. The Joe Rogan, I'm going to just type in the Joe Rogan nigger
mashup.
Nigger montage.
Nigger video. Nigger.
Oh, man, this is shit great. This shit is, I'm trying to find the original one.
It's a tweet. You want me to send you the tweet? You found it.
Yes. Saying the word nigger.
You've already said nigger. D is just like nigger. Saying nigger. She's calling him a nigger. It's like this boy that he's a nigger, but starts calling them niggers. Word nigger. There should be a word like nigger, especially the word nigger. That's our nigger. About niggers.
That's
he
our
says
nigger.
Guy, a nigger. And there are niggers. Start saying
nigger.
Allowed to use the word nigger. Out the word nigger. See nigger.
Like 2 minutes. This goes on for like 2 minutes.
For real? I thought it was only 32 seconds.
He takes us there.
Maybe it stops, but
and we're giggling. Oh, we're gonna see Planet of the Apes. We walk into Planet of the Apes.
That's the part that pissed me off.
We walked into Africa, dude. We walked in the door, and there was no white people. I'm making this video to talk about the most.
Oh, this is the apology.
Right.
Regretful and shameful.
You want to pause it?
Yeah, we could. Yeah.
Just because, like, I know. Okay, so I just want to say something about that. All of that shit was taken out of context, but
is there an excuse?
I don't know if that Planet of the Apes shit was
Planet
a little
of the
too
Apes is the only thing that really rubbed me the wrong way.
Like, all right, so like, first knowing, like, being in the media and shit and knowing how this shit goes, the compilation didn't really throw me for a loop because I know how people cut shit up to just make shit to fuck up people's perception of what the niggas actually saying. Something about what the niggas actually saying. Yeah, the irony in that. But so that didn't really throw me for a loop. But then when he got to starting to explain some shit, and I got to seeing a longer clips of him talking about shit, like the Planet of the Apes shit, bro, talking about I walked into a movie theater and it was like, we're in Africa.
Right, we walked into Africa. We walked into Planet of the Apes.
Like,
what the fuck is you saying, Joe?
And then I had to think about the whole thought.
There were no white people around.
I had to think about the thought.
Whoa, Joe, take it easy. Boo this man. Fuck is wrong
Boo.
with you, Joe?
I had to think about the whole thought of Joe and them going to see the Planet of the Apes in the black movie theater. Like, what was y'all thinking? Like, we about to make this an experience. Let's go see it in this black neighborhood with these fucking.
Apparently, he said he's like this is a good neighborhood, right? So he didn't know where he was going. Then he found out like, oh, he was shocked by the blackness when he got out the car, type shit.
That's bullshit, bro. You know where the fuck you going, bro. Come on. I don't want to hear that shit.
So he wanted to be like...
No, I think that was some shit that the white boys started up. Like, let's see this shit.
Let's go watch Planet Apes with
some black people, yeah. Let's go do that. That's what I think that was a part of the thing. I don't be fucking with Joe, man. I be fucking with Joe,
I was fucking with Joe before this shit, and I defended his ass a little bit. Like, my girl called me a coon. She said, "You a coon?" I'm like, the nigga shit don't really bother me, cause like you said, it's chopped up a million different times. We don't know what the fuck he's saying.
We don't know what the context was.
I can't imagine him calling a nigger, like, you know, and getting away with that shit, and it's only coming out now.
And I also had to be real with myself. White people say this word
when
they
word
by themselves. This is what I don't want black people to be naive. Like, if you think that a bunch of white people are not sitting around at dinner and seeing some shit on the news and being like, these niggas is crazy. These niggas at it again. Is back at it, wilding again.
Lock that nigga up.
You know what I'm saying?
Lock that nigga. They need to kill that nigga. They say all types of crazy shit.
All types of crazy shit. So I'm not naive.
So I never been mad at the Quentin Tarantino shit for putting nigga in like his movies and shit. Cause I just feel like that's the honest representation.
It was a little obsessive. But you a big Tarantino fan.
I'm a big Tarantino guy. But at the same time, he might be exposing. They obsessively say that shit. Like whenever niggas not around, they say a nigga pretty much.
That's real.
That's all I'm saying. And like, especially the 1800s, movies in the 1800s, come on, bro, get a rest. That's what they was calling us. They call us niggas well into the 70s damn near before it was like, you can't say nigger boy, nigger girl anymore. Like when did they stop saying Negro?
I wonder, right?
Negro they probably stopped
When
saying
did that
Negro
shit
like the
just
late
fade out?
70s.
I say late 70s.
Late 70s.
Maybe
The Negro girl.
Yeah, maybe like mid 70s. Mid 70s, I feel.
Yeah.
But yeah, man, this shit is fucked up.
That shit's bananas.
And then Joe Rogan put out this fucking apology trying to explain what happened.
Cover his ass.
You want to listen to this real quick?
You listen to it.
There's a video that's out that's a compilation.
Before I say this nigga gives great apologies. I just want to say this nigga is great. He gives an apology to the point that makes you want to watch his show. Like, damn, maybe I do need to listen to the other side of the view. Maybe I do need to be more objective in life. You good, Joe. But we seeing through the bullshit on this one.
Of me saying the N-word, and it looks fucking horrible, even to me. And there's another clip that I have to address. I was telling a story on the podcast about how me and my friend Tommy and his girlfriend, we got really high. We were in Philadelphia.
He bogus for putting Tommy's name out there like that. Me and my homie Tommy and his girlfriend. Damn, Tommy. I know Tommy is looking like Joe. What the fuck, bro?
I don't work for Spotify. I gotta quit my job
we
now.
Didn't know where we were going. We just got dropped off by a cab, and we got dropped off in this all-black neighborhood. And I was trying.
Yeah, dropped it off in this all-black neighborhood.
Just dropped off.
Come on, bro.
What movie theaters are in an all-black neighborhood, though?
You don't think them niggas was like...
went to 87th or something? 87th to Chatham?
I was thinking about 87th to Chatham, but...
There's not many all-black neighborhood movies.
I mean, I feel what you're saying, but...
Like, where you going to
it could be a movie theater just in a black neighborhood, though.
Like what? You don't need black movie theaters? And we live in Chicago.
We live in Chicago. That's different, but, you know...
Where is he talking about? Is he in New York?
I don't know. He didn't talk about where he was at.
So it's all
he didn't get
like
entertaining,
right.
And I said we got out, and it was like we were in Africa. It's like we were in Planet of the Apes.
Now that's the part we were in Planet of the Apes, bitch. Bro,
like what type of shit was that, bro?
You,
we
Joe?
got out. It was like we were in Africa, nigga. You said this again, like.
And I was just trying to be entertaining. I certainly wasn't trying to be racist, and I certainly would never want to.
I thought we were in Africa.
For entertainment with something as stupid as racism. Makes me sick watching that video.
Should be sick, Joseph.
First of all, he said I would never want to fucking...
I was certainly...
with something as simple as racism.
I wasn't trying to be racist.
But even saying that, people use race all the time, and it don't come off like that. Like, if you don't think race is used in comedy...
It's the apes part, bro.
Yeah, race is one of the...
say apes, bro.
Race is one of the main things that people
apes
use in
worse
comedy.
Than nigga. Apes worse than nigga.
Apes is worse than nigga.
Apes is way worse than nigga.
But the fact that he trying to throw that whole, I would never use something as simple as racism. Some of our favorite comedians use racism in their comedy, and that's the shit that make it funny. So no, nigga, you just misused that shit. You tried, like, you completely were being a racist right there, bro. And you gotta call him out on that shit. Like, I think he full of shit.
He probably could have got away with the Africa part.
And that wasn't even a full apology. I gotta go back. I'm finna go get the full apology.
Yeah, it's about 6 minutes.
Like, he was just, I'm finna pick this nigga apart. This some bullshit.
And then you told me some shit that made it the worst thing he said.
Oh, yeah.
I gotta hear that shit. You got a clip of that?
Hello, translation of me saying the N-word. A white person is ever allowed to say that word.
That's the conversation.
Never mind publicly on a podcast. And I agree with that now.
Like, is it okay for the white person?
We gotta see.
But for a long time, when I would bring that word up, like if it would come up in conversation, instead of saying the N-word, I would just say the word.
What do you think about that? Do you think that's smart to just say the word? Like,
it's definitely not smart.
Like trying not to dance around it though, trying like get the fuck out.
It's not pussy.
The 1970s.
But why would he say that though?
So much
why would he do that?
Or about
I
how
guess since he figured
Richard
he wasn't
Pryor
calling anybody
used it
that,
as
he could
one
say
of the
it.
titles of one of his albums.
The N-words.
Or I was quoting a Lenny Bruce bit, or I was quoting a Paul Mooney bit, or
this was some slick shit.
I was talking about how Quentin Tarantino
the quoting the black
repeatedly
comedian.
in
That
Pulp
was
Fiction.
a pretty smooth bit.
Or I was talking about how a Netflix executive, ironically, used it because he was trying to compare it to another offensive word, and he said it out loud, and they fired him. Not calling anybody or just saying the word out loud.
Yeah.
I was also talking about how there's not another word like it in the entire English language.
Why do you care so much, bro? Like, why do you still care about this word so fucking much? There's so many other words. Talk about, it's not another word like it in the English language, bitch.
because it's a word
He
where
right there, though.
only
It's not.
one group of
Okay, but
people
we don't care.
is allowed
He's
to use it.
saying
They
that
can
to
use it in
defend
so many
himself,
different
bro.
ways.
Why do you care about that shit so much,
He get a
bro?
podcast. What else the fuck you go talk about?
It's just goofy shit. Like,
I wonder why he was talking about it. Because why do you care about the shit? But he is right about that. It's not another
white
word like that.
person says that word. It's racist and toxic. But a black person can use it, and it could be a punchline. It could be a term of endearment.
Nigga, that's just
it could
a
be
period.
lyrics to a rap song. It could be a positive affirmation. It's a very unusual word, but it's not my word to use. I'm well aware of that now, but for years I used it in that manner. I never used it to be racist because I'm not racist. But whenever you're in a situation where you have to say, I'm not racist, you fucked up. And I clearly have fucked up.
I'm not racist. You might be.
And that's my intention to express myself in this video, to say.
I'm glad that he laying it all on the table, though. You know what I mean? He is he's doing what he's got to do.
Hey, he took that apology all the way to the bank. He's like, hey, I'm sorry.
I'm sorry.
There's nothing I can do.
Don't take my money, please.
Back.
Every black person do not hate me, please.
Obviously, that's not possible. I do hope that, if anything, that this can be a teachable moment. Because I never thought it would ever be taken out of context and put in a video like that. And now that it is.
Let me just tell you, Joe, once you make $100 million, we're going to take every fucking thing out of context, nigga. We're gonna fucking magnify your life, and we're going to break everything down to see what you did in the past, and we're going to call that shit. This is cancel culture. And for the, just to say it, you one of the main people that speak out against cancel culture. So if you thought they wasn't coming for your ass, gotcha, bitch.
Holy shit, it looks bad. And it's part of also me doing this podcast for thousands of hours, thousands of episodes over 12 years. I've said a lot of fucking stupid shit, which is fine when you're talking about most things, but not when you're talking about race. And there's another clip that I have to address. There's a clip from 11 years ago. I was telling a story on the podcast about how me and my friend Tommy and his girlfriend, we got really high. We were in Philadelphia, and we went to go see
the full
Planet
story.
of the
I'm
Apes.
sorry for cutting it off.
And we didn't know where we were going.
Too.
We just got dropped off by a cab.
In Philly, you know when you're in a
dropped
black
off
neighborhood.
In this
I've been to
neighborhood.
Philly.
And I was trying to make the story entertaining, and I said we got out, and it was like we were in Africa. It's like we were in Planet of the Apes. I did not, nor would I ever say that black people are apes, but it sure fucking sounded like that.
Sure fucking sounds like it, bro.
And I immediately afterwards said,
that's what he said.
That's a racist thing to say. Planet of the Apes wasn't even in Africa. I was just saying there's a lot of black people there. But then I went on to talk about
he just made a punchline in there, bro.
Experience it was and how much fun it was to go to see this movie in a black neighborhood.
How much
that sound racist
That
too.
sound even more racist.
Oh, that's such a positive experience.
Like I said,
he dug himself into a ditch on this one.
Clunky stories about anything, but not about race.
Not about race.
And so I deleted that whole podcast.
I can't take this nigga anymore.
Oh my gosh, that shit was hilarious.
This nigga is wild as fuck. He said that shit on the air and did not edit it out.
Bro, that man literally said, and it was like, I was in Africa.
It's like we were in Africa. It was no white people around.
Like what?
We were in Planet Apes. The nigga said
Then
Planet Apes wasn't even there. It was just an ignorant thing to say. I'm so sorry.
That shit was like on Mars or something, wasn't it?
It was some
It
dumb
was in
shit.
space. Like I remember that shit being like
Planet Apes is one of the dumbest fucking movie franchises of all time. I can't believe they made so many movies.
For real, I actually kind of fuck with it.
It's kind of fuckwittable, but at the same time,
It's probably a bunch of racist ass undertones.
It's nigga. They made that shit in 1969. Are you kidding me? That's why I can't fuck with it. I might can watch the newer version.
The newer one, you seen the one with Mark Wahlberg?
Yeah.
That one wasn't bad.
It wasn't bad. And the graphics are so great
Yeah,
and shit. But still, all that shit remind me, like, this is supposed to be niggas.
But I watched them all, though. And
like King Kong. Have you watched King Kong?
Oh, yeah.
I haven't, because I'm not going to watch that shit. Like, y'all talk about slave movies. That shit is way worse.
Yeah.
Like, that shit is like, oh.
I haven't watched Stephen King's King Kong. Peter King was the last one. That one
I haven't seen any King Kong. I didn't watch Kong vs. Godzilla either.
It looked cool, though.
I tried to turn this shit on. I couldn't get through it. I didn't even see no attacks for real. But, so yeah, let's talk about the word. The one thing Joe said that was right. It is the most unusual word in the world. And in our lifetime, it's always been used like freely by us.
Yeah.
But like not too far from removed when like a hard ER was like the common thing. And like even niggas used to not say the shit. Like in your video that you showed me type shit. Like the first nigga to call a nigga.
Oh yeah. I mean, well,
it was probably Richard Pryor. Like Richard Pryor was the first famous person to get away with that shit.
To calling other people niggas,
like to say niggas like loosely type shit because he put that in the stand up.
Okay, I mean that could be valid.
Like he's the reason why most people say that he's the reason why niggas say nigga.
I don't like the fact that you keep saying that is crazy to me, bro.
What?
You think Richard Pryor was the first one to call these niggas niggas?
We don't know.
No, bro. No. I'm pretty sure niggas was calling niggas before that.
What do you have to base it off of? Because I saw a documentary and they said that this nigga was the first to do it.
What documentary did you see?
Some shit. It was a Richard Pryor documentary. It was probably the fucking one that was on HBO. You know the one I'm talking about.
For them to give Richard Pryor, I mean, maybe just I don't know.
We don't know. We gotta let us know in the comments if you was old enough to remember when niggas started calling niggas.
We gotta
niggas.
do a fucking poll for that because I don't believe.
Let us know when the first time niggas said niggas and it wasn't a bad thing.
Right.
Like that nigga.
When niggas start using niggas as a term of endearment.
Mm-hmm.
So I think the question was like, when can white people use the word?
When they can't use it, right? But like, it is their word.
I felt that when he said something about like,
I'd rather know that you say nigger so I can look at your ass differently, pretty much.
Yeah, but when he said something about like referencing the jokes and shit, I understood him a little bit. Like maybe I don't want to skip over the word when I'm referencing something. You know,
it was something we was watching. I think it was a like road trip or a Euro trip or some shit when he was rapping some shit and he was like, I don't know, it was like Project X or some shit. It was like, and there was a white boy rapping some shit. He was like, bro, I can't fucking, like, he said the N-word. He's like, man, that's the best part of the fucking song. I can't fucking skip over it type shit. And the black dude was giving his ass grief for that shit.
I mean, no, if you use
but, like, you got to think about it. You know how, I'm sure white people all the time, when they're listening to music in their car, they saying that shit.
If you, all the time.
Like, I wonder how they could turn the shit off.
I don't really get mad about people using it, like, in movies. And if you use it.
I was watching Malibu's Most Wanted too.
If you can
Did
use
you see that?
Yeah.
When he's like, nigga, like we said in about the rap part.
If you could use like they did it well in that movie, you know what I mean? As long as you could do it with some finesse, that's cool. As long as you writing the movie and shit. And sometimes when you referencing something and you might want to say the word, I'm not really tripping, bro. At concerts, they do that shit all the time. When I go to a concert, all the white people saying nigga, I don't like it. But
that's like the only time they can't get in trouble.
And that's it's the numbers are so crazy. What am I gonna fight everybody in this bitch? So
I had a skit like when I was working at Bounce type shit because like when that like what was that sweet song? That's my type, nigga. That's my type.
Right, my type.
And I'm looking around. It was all white people in there, bitch. Right. So I'm looking around. I'm like, who's saying this shit? Like who's figuring? Like, I'm
probably about 75% of the crowd.
About a good a nice chunk of Arlington Heights ass white bitches.
I'm already knowing like they out there.
Mm-hmm.
But but what I was really saying is that I'm really not that pressed over the word as much. But man, bro, that nigga Joe is disrespectful. He took it a little bit.
It's like it's a certain way that hits me that it sounds.
Well, he was using
right
it
out the way
in a condescending way, like looking down on blacks. I don't fuck with that, bro. You didn't even have no finesse. If you just sitting there using it, telling the story with your friends, that mean you probably just
niggers.
You know
so like that was so many shows. I wonder what the fuck that nigga was talking. Like, and shout out to you, whoever the fuck made that video. Like you did a lot of work.
20 times is crazy.
Right, that is crazy.
21 times.
Mm-hmm.
That's crazy.
That is Tarantino numbers. But what was I saying? So like in Mexicans, a lot of people say this shit. How do you feel about Mexicans saying it? You don't like it, but nothing we can do about that.
Nah, and unfortunately, they don't have a oppressed word is cool. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Like if they don't have a word that oppresses
like
them,
spick and
cool.
wetback and all that beaner, all that shit. None of that shit.
None of that shit hits.
Beaner's kind of funny.
I've never heard that.
Beaner.
But it sucks as a word.
Is that right?
You know
right.
what I'm saying? You can't say it like my
beaner. What up, my bean?
You know what I'm saying?
My burrito.
It don't hit enough. So yeah.
So
nigga is a cool
Dominican.
word. I'm not gonna lie. It is
nigga is a great.
word.
Nigga is a cool ass word,
cool
but nigger is not cool at all.
That's fucked up.
Mm-hmm.
Our ancestors rolling over in their graves right now talking about it's a pretty cool word.
That's what I'm saying. Like, cause you know, like niggas wasn't doing that shit in 1800s, 1900s.
But you gotta think about how cool niggas is to take that word and literally flip that bitch and make it to the point where you want to use it. Like you want to use it as a term of endearment. Right.
Bro.
Like,
oh, I didn't mean it like that. I meant the good way.
You know what I'm saying?
My niggas. My niggas.
That's the power. We didn't flip that shit. So I think it's how you look at it.
What was that movie? We was like Porch Monkey. That was like Clerks. He's like, I'm taking it back, bro. It's cool.
That's insane. Porch monkey.
Porch monkey. That's terrible.
A fucking porch monkey? What?
Wow.
That just sound bad, nigga.
Sand nigger sound bad too. That was on Casino. He's got some sand niggers. I'm like, damn, that's crazy. Fucked up. That's probably what they think of us. I mean, of the Arabs. Real talk.
For sure.
They just niggas.
That's fucked up.
They're just niggers too. They're niggers too.
Oh man.
Speaking of different places across the world, shit. Shout out India, bro. We got a lot of Indian listeners. Shout out to the
people in India, y'all.
Who are these niggas?
Applause on a different thing, I think. Let me see.
Shout out to India, our second most popular country, right after the United States. Very surprising. So, keep it up. Appreciate you.
Yeah, shout out to the Republic of India, man. I don't know why y'all listening.
I don't know how, but we glad that you are.
Apple Podcast probably, man. I love it though. My thoughts, my thoughts. You know what? If we can get some people from India, if y'all could just comment on this video for us.
Your ass look kind of Indian.
I'll send them some merch out there. I'll send some merch to India, man. Send us the information, y'all. Comment on the video, please.
Yeah, let us know.
I do look kind of Indian. You know, you never lied about that.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying?
They probably thought you was one of us. I mean, one of them.
I fuck with it.
Yeah, we all the same.
Long lost cousin, you know?
Straight up.